How you doing? Good?
Doing very well, Judge. Great to see you. Joseph Paul Greenfield on behalf of Mr. Bemis, who stands to my right. Mr. Bemis, you can say your name to the record.
Dylan Ray Bemis.
Good morning. So this is going to be a plead up operating while impaired. I know he signed one before.
He did, Judge. We do have one in the file. If you'd like
I
to.
still want another one. So otherwise I have to verbally acknowledge all the rights here. Mr. Bemis, take your time and review that and make sure you understand it, and then you can sign it and we'll go from there, okay? All right, so if you plead guilty to operating while impaired, I want you to understand that that is punishable by the following: up to $300 in fines, 93 days.
All right, buckle up, because what looks like a routine court docket quickly turns into a masterclass in what not to do when facing the justice system. From a first-time OWI with breathalyzer numbers that cross the legal line, to defendants explaining missed payments, suspended licenses, and flat-out no-shows. This courtroom moves fast and pulls no punches. Pay close attention, because today's cases reveal how small mistakes snowball into serious consequences, and how this judge draws a very clear line between accountability and excuses.
Jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all those. Do you understand them?
Yeah.
4 points will be added to your record and your license will be suspended or revoked in accordance with your record. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Catherine Kuykendall, you can have a seat right at the table up here, please. Catherine Kuykendall can have a seat at the table.
Judge, would you like me to fill out the address?
Nah, that's okay.
Matt,
Sure, thank you. Did you sign and read and understand that advice of rights?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you will be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? Okay, you understand all your rights?
Yeah.
To the charge operating while impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On July 26 of 25 at 12:24 in the morning, were you operating a motor vehicle on Huron River Drive near 4th Street in the city of Rockwood, County of Wayne?
Yeah.
Prior to that time, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what?
Yes, I did. I have beer, can't cause it. How many? I don't, soon, at least 5 to 6.
5 to 6 beers?
Yeah.
Was your ability to operate the motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of that alcohol?
Yes.
In what way?
Reaction time.
No, why were you pulled over by the police?
Because I ran a red light.
You think you did that at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
Because of the effects of alcohol consumption, yes.
Was this an intoxilizer or a blood draw?
It was an intoxilizer, Your Honor. I'll stipulate for the record, 0.128.131 was all.
Okay. And are you on probation or parole, sir?
No, I'm not.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right, I'll accept the plea. I find it to be an accurate plea, made voluntarily and understandingly. Please accept it. The operating while impaired. The OWI I'm going to dismiss, refer you for a screening and assessment. So you'll fill out a questionnaire today. You'll be interviewed today, and then you'll come back for sentencing. This is a first offense?
It is, Judge.
Okay. What date do you have for us, Heather?
That will be October 30th at 9:15.
Is that good for you, Mr. Hall?
Your Honor, unfortunately, I have an evidentiary hearing at 9 in Washington.
That's no problem. What other date can you give me?
November 13th at 9 o'clock.
Oh, you know what you could do for me?
Please go ahead.
Oh, you can't do it. Yeah, October 30. Okay.
Judge, unfortunately, on the 13th.
No.
On the next date provided, I have a probable cause conference and a homicide in Washington County.
Just give me another date if you would, Heather. It doesn't have to be on a Rockwood docket day. There's no restitution here. No accident, right?
No accident, Your Honor.
So we can do it any day. We can do it on a Monday.
Okay. How about November 10th?
How's that look?
I have a Zoom. Yes, I can do that, Judge. I have a Zoom at 10, but I'll be able to work around that. I can do Zoom from the courthouse.
Why is everybody talking loud back here today? Guys, come on, please. November 10 at what time?
We could do 8:30.
Is that good with you?
That-
You got a long way to trek.
I'm always willing to wake up early.
8:30 in the morning, November 10th. Okay, good to see you, Mr. Hall.
Great to see you, Judge.
You go across down the hall, get your notice, and then over to probation, okay?
And Judge Vincent said to say hi.
Yeah, give him my best. We,
Great to see you.
you know, his buddy not doing real well, you know.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Mike and I've been talking about it, and it is terrible.
It is.
Tough one.
Take care of yourself. Good to have you here as always. Tahir Ali, 25I-414-806. Is Tahir Ali here? Good morning. Your name? Okay, so you got a show cause for failure to pay. Why haven't you paid this?
Your Honor, it had to come to my address. The letter, so I wasn't aware. I remember that.
They gave you the ticket, right? Wait a
Wait
minute, slow down. I get so tired of hearing that.
No.
He gave you the ticket, right? Did you call the court?
Yeah.
You called the court? When did you call the court?
Let's schedule a point.
Listen to me. I want to know when you called the court.
7 days after.
And what'd you tell them?
I told them, could I schedule an appointment? They said, I have to go through the online. I said, like an online portal where you're supposed to go schedule an appointment.
Is that true? Am I learning something here today, Amy? He's saying you gotta go on an online portal to schedule an appointment. Is that true?
No, we transfer them to a voicemail where he leaves his message, or they can go online.
Well, did you schedule an appointment?
No, that's the thing.
Why didn't you do that?
So I'm a delivery driver. It's not an excuse, but while I was getting the call right after and it confused me, and I just stopped my line after that.
All right, so you called, they told you what to do, and you didn't follow.
100%.
This was 4.5 months ago.
Yes.
Okay, I slowed down. Write this down when you get out to your car. You cannot ignore courts. Write it down. Put it in the blackboard of your mind. How much do you have today?
Yeah.
When are you gonna pay it?
You have to put on the airplane, but
You should have been asking me for this 4.5 months ago.
just my address may have the wrong address now.
You didn't schedule your appointment.
No, like if I need just, I need that send notifications, like the local news.
Tell me how much you can pay.
Weekly, you said?
Yeah.
25,
How much do you make as a delivery driver?
what, 1,000 a week?
You're gonna pay $25 a
I
week?
just got married in my spending.
You have medical insurance? You gotta be more responsible.
Mhm.
Pay $25 per week, and I'll start that beginning October 27th. If you don't have $25 on that day, you call the court, we'll go on Zoom on or before that date or any other date. Now, are you in here on something?
I am not just.
Okay, wait, let me just take this one. Your name? Ah, why are you not taking care of your chicken? You got this back in June.
2 months ago, I recently started a new job. I did have a job prior to where I
Did you come and talk to the judge in the courthouse here and say, hey, I need more time?
couldn't make a phone call
You
and
made a phone call. You know judges aren't gonna get on the phone with you, right? Right?
yes,
You can't ignore courts. Write that down, okay? How much do you have today?
that was 0.
Pardon?
That was 0.
Where do you work?
Motor City Battery Company,
How much you make there?
15 an hour. Which I was in
Well, tell me when you can pay this.
Halloween.
All of it? Sure. I can give you more time if you need it. All right, I'll just give you until, what is that? What is going on here today? Here, horns honking, October 31, okay? If you need more time somehow, you call we'll go on Zoom, I'll give you an extension, okay? Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Just don't ignore me again, all right? Jeffrey Company, 25B149590. Okay,
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Gonzalez, by the way.
okay. Your name?
Michael Palmer.
All right, you're charged with driving on a suspended.
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. You have your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
It is alleged that you did operate a motor vehicle with a suspended license in the city of Rockwood. on Huron River Drive near Truman, September 18 of 25 at 11:09 in the morning. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by, these are the maximums, up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs, or all those in 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign an advice of rights?
Yes.
Did you read it and understand it?
Yes.
Do you understand if you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial?
Yes, I understand.
You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
Then we're not guilty plea, $500 personal bond. You don't have to post any money at all. But here are your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without consent. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to give this to my court officer. He's going to take the file to the prosecutor. And at that point, you'll meet with him. If he doesn't give you what you want, you can come back in here and tell me, and I'll give you a lawyer, okay?
Yes.
But either way, you're coming back in front of me today. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take that to the Rockwood prosecutor. You're all set. Thank you. Have a good day. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. U.S. Ecology Transportation, 25B1494665 A and B. Sir, your name?
Andrew Smith.
What is your position with U.S. Ecology?
Great.
I can't let an operations manager, look, I don't mind bending the rule ever so slightly, but you're going to have whoever the president is or vice president of the corporation. They can zoom in right now if you want.
Okay.
Call, get them on the phone. You can give them my Zoom ID.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Do you have a pen?
Yeah, I got it on the bench back there.
All right. What is the Zoom ID? Heather, give me my Zoom ID, will you please?
It's 448-415-2931.
You can approach it. I'm going to hand you this. This is the Zoom ID. You can tell the president of the company to zoom in, okay? Zachary Gonzalez. Zachary Gonzalez, 25F244752.
Morning, Joe. All governments on behalf of Mr. Gonzalez.
All right. He's not here, right?
Correct. Civil.
I know. I just wanted to double check.
Got it.
Nobody was hurt here, were they?
No, but no injuries, Roger. Red to move.
Okay, so you're going to plead to failure to yield. I'm sorry, to impeding traffic that the failure to yield to be dismissed. True?
Yeah,
You're authorized to enter that plea
I am.
to that charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, Judge.
All right, I'm going to accept the plea 195 and I'll give them a week to pay. Okay, October 23. Have a good day. You're all set. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Judge.
All right, people against Richie, Kenneth Anthony Richie. What, did you need to talk to me or something or me?
When scheduled for sentencing at 8:30, the victims are here. I just wanted to make a record that he's not and they are released them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that file. I'm sorry. I kind of forgot about you there. Why is everybody so loud today? Is there a reason and everybody's acting like they're at a football game in here today? I don't get it. All right, Marlon Amir Owens, 25B14907B.
Caitlin Floyd Carter.
Mr. Theo, I need you up here. This is yours, right?
What name did you say, Judge?
Marlon Owens.
It is for, she didn't get the file, because he never checked in.
So you represented him at the plea. This is a telephone harassment case. He's not here. So I'm just going to issue a warrant. She just got done telling me there's a bunch of victims here. This was an ugly one too. No wonder he didn't want to show up. Your appearance?
Dion Patillo on behalf of Mr. Owens, Your Honor, I don't have an excuse for his absence.
Where are the victims? Can you come up here? This is horrible. I didn't like reading this. Ma'am, can you can go right there, right there. What is your name?
Crystal Thomas.
Give me 1 second here, please. Is it Crystal? I want you to give my court officer your phone number. I don't want to advertise on Zoom here, okay? So you're gonna give me, in fact, why don't you write down your phone number for me? I want to make sure you're notified. I didn't like this one at all. There's no reason for his absence. He was here at 8, this was scheduled for 8:30. It's now 9:22. And I'm gonna go ahead and issue a bench warrant, forfeit the bond. There are victims here. 10,000, 10% on this one. I did not care for this at all. And this was and I don't want you to state because we're on YouTube. Well, just forget it. It's all right. I'm gonna make sure that you are notified again if he shows up. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. I really want to hear from you. Thank you. Thanks, Ms. Fuller Carter. Thank you, Ms. Patillo.
Thank you.
Can I quickly have Christian Gonzalez? Two five W839308. Your name?
Christian Gonzalez.
This is a show cause too. Why are you guys not showing up? Why?
Well, if you want my honest answer.
Yeah, I want an honest.
Completely forgot about that stuff going on. I live in Ohio currently. I don't live in my mom's house. That's my mailing address, everything else.
Slow down. Geez, you sound like a.
Trying to get it all out my bag. So I'm from Ohio originally.
Hang on, hang on. You're too young to know this. There were 45s, little albums, little discs like, and sometimes the needle would scratch and they'd go a mile a minute. Just slow down. All I want to know is, so your answer is you forgot. This ticket was issued back in July, right?
Yes.
I'm telling you, I want to tell you again, the title of my book's going to be, when I write it, don't tell the judge I forgot. Why are you forgetting about a ticket like this?
Had a lot of personal stuff going on in my life, moving.
Slow down. Slow down. Where do you work?
Me currently, right now, I just got into around the corner, Woodhaven, Steel Supply. Started there about 2 weeks ago.
How much you making out?
$20.
How much do you have today?
About 80 hours.
Okay. You pay 80 today. Tell me when you can pay the rest.
Pay the rest by next week.
Are you sure? I can give you more time if you need.
2 weeks, that'd be perfect.
I'll give you until, how about 80 today, balanced by October 31?
Okay.
If you don't have the money on October 31, I'm easy to deal with. If you don't want, just call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension on or before the due date. I don't care how many times we have to do it, okay?
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Go down the hall, pay your 80, and the rest by the 31st, unless I hear from you.
Thank you.
Marina Rabajievska, 25B, 149-1618 in B.
Good morning, Judge Patillo, on behalf of Ms. Rab Geoffs.
Did you go over and get printed?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure about that. Your name?
Marina Rabajowski.
Okay, just give me 1 second here. She pled, just for the record, she pled to under 771.1, disorderly person, public intoxication, and she also pled to an assault, which is the same penalty under the Brownstown Code of Ordinances as an assault or assault and battery. This one troubled me too. So probation prepared a screening and prepared a report. Have you had a chance to review the report with her, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
We have reviewed the report, Judge. There, the only correction, she's no longer receiving the unemployment. So I just want the court to take that into consideration for the fines and costs. Other than that, Your Honor, there are no other additions, deletions, or corrections.
Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? Is the victim here by the way? Is Chelsea Hernandez here? Cody Jackson? They're not on Zoom, Heather?
No, Judge.
Okay, just for the record, they were notified to be here if they wanted to make a statement at 8:30 in the morning. And it is now 9:26. So just again, for the record, I'm going to note that both cases, let's see, the disorderly, I just want to double check, but I believe the A and B was, or the assault was also agreed. Yes, they're both to be taken under section 771.1. That was the agreement between the parties, and the prosecutor didn't leave any, did not put down or agree to a period of probation. So that's in the court's discretion. So what else would you like to tell me?
Your Honor, Ms. Rabgiowski, she sees her children every other weekend. She's looking for work right now. Like I said, she's no longer receiving unemployment. She apologizes for her actions. I would just ask that the court will follow probation's recommendation. It looks like they're looking for a 12-month probation. And I know it's assaultive, but I would ask the court if she does complete all of her conditions and requirements, if the court would consider an early termination.
She may be eligible for early termination. That's going to be up to the prosecutor too, if she wants to move to dismiss. Okay, that's the way I handle these. Let me just, ma'am,
Yes,
is there anything that you would like to say?
I would just like to say that I am sorry for my actions and it will not happen again.
All right. I mean, I got papers all over here. I don't know what to tell you about this one. This is creepy. I can't talk to you about it or ask you questions. This was a no contest plea, but this was kind of creepy. You didn't even know the woman, and I don't want you to respond to this. You didn't even know the woman, and you're asking to hold her child, and it sounded like, the way I read it, you would have been glad to take the child. Now, I don't know how drunk you got to be to do that. I mean, I don't know what's going on out there. How much did you, well, I can't really ask you that. The B file is the assaulted file. And the other one's the disorderly public intox. Ma'am, I'm going to place you on probation for a period of 12 months. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, no kratom, no poppy seeds, no CBD oils. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs. I'm going to make it bi-weekly for 2 months. If you're clean, I'll then make it monthly. Do you understand that? So initially you're going to go every 2 weeks. If you're clean, I will again make it monthly. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, no contact with the victims, Chelsea Hernandez, Katrina Carrasco, or Cody Jackson. No firearms, no dangerous weapons. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. You are not to return to Marlowe's Bar. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're to attend and complete a substance abuse outpatient treatment program. You must be in there by November 7th. Do you understand that? Of this year. Okay? All these terms are running concurrent. You're to serve 4 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that. I'm going to assess all the common fees on the A file. So that would be $140 in court work program fees, $60 screening fee on that file. Okay? So 4 days court work program. Both of these are 90-day misdemeanors. Both are taken under section 771.1. If you are compliant at the end of the 12 months, the prosecutor will move to dismiss. You may be eligible for early discharge. Here's what I'm going to give you on the A file in terms of fines and costs. 100 fines, 50 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 275, screening fee 60 for 335, probation fees are 240 for 575, and then you have court work program fees of 140, your total 715. On the other file, I'm going to go light. I'm simply going to go fines 50, costs 50, and 75 and 50 on the victim's rights fees. So that's 225 or 90 days. So do you fully understand the sentence of the court?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. If you violate on these cases, your probation could be revoked, 771 status revoked, convictions entered, and you'd be subject to a 90-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Again, you may be eligible for early discharge. Now, so you owe 715 plus the 225 for 940. Can you pay all that today?
Absolutely not.
How much do you have today?
Nothing.
When can you pay this?
I honestly could not tell you because I am unemployed right now. She's looking for work, Judge.
Why'd you leave the reckoning?
Due to health issues.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna just set this up. You have to have all these fines paid. I'm gonna have $50 paid weekly. So you're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna do that. I'll start this on November the 14th. That'll give you time to seek and obtain employment. Okay?
Thank you.
If you don't have the money, then you call the court, we'll go on Zoom, or you come see me on or before the due date. Whether it's this time, next time, or what have you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
In other words, you might make the first two payments and not be able to make the third. I'm just telling you, I'll invite you to call the court, go on Zoom, or come in here, and I'll be glad to give you an extension. You understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so you're going to meet with probation. I need a review hearing date on these, please, Heather, in 12 months.
Okay. That will be October 15th.
So on October 15th of 26 at 8:30 in the morning, that will be your review hearing date. You show up there. If you get everything done and you're eligible for early discharge, you can make application for that. That will be October 15th at 8:30 in the morning of 26, where we're going to give you a notice today. Put it in your calendar. Make sure that you show up then, okay? You'll meet with probation. They'll explain everything. Do you have any questions?
No, I do not.
Troubled by this. I hope you're going to get your act together. Good luck.